Hello, everyone. My name's Connor Celsius. I'm an early college student at Bloomsburg University, and today I'm going to be exploring a topic that shapes modern politics, global security, and everyday life, also known as cybersecurity, in international relations. As the world becomes more connected, cyberspace has become a major battleground where countries compete, spy, and even fight. Over the next couple minutes, I'll break down why cybersecurity matters and how it affects global politics and what the future might look like. So, why does cybersecurity matter? Cybersecurity has become a core part of international relations because countries now rely on digital infrastructure for everything, including power grids, hospitals, government systems, elections, financial markets, the list goes on. When these systems are attacked, the effects are pretty global. For example, a cyber attack halfway across the world can shut down energy systems or disrupt markets even here at home. That kind of power gives nations a new way to influence or threaten one another without firing a single bullet. Many analysts say cyberspace is basically the fifth domain of warfare, right alongside land, air, sea, and space. There are four major categories of international cyber threats. First, state-sponsored attacks. These are carried out by governments to spy or steal information, just to like disrupt another country's systems. Second, cyber terrorism, where more extremist groups use digital attacks to create chaos or fear. Third, cybercrime syndicates, which often operate across the border and target like businesses or governments with ransom. And finally, hybrid warfare, where cyber attacks are used alongside traditional military strategies to confuse, weaken, or destabilize an opponent. One of the most famous attacks is Stuxnet, a sophisticated cyber attack believed to be created by the US and Israel to slow down Iran's nuclear program. It physically damaged their nuclear program without any troops ever entering the country. Another example is an ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, where cyber operations have been used to knock out power, disrupt communications, and spread misinformation. Large-scale ransomware attacks have also hit major companies and even supply chains, which shows how vulnerable global systems really are. Cyber attacks don't just break computers. They change relationships between countries. When one country is accused of attacking another, it can cause tension, sanctions, and even retaliation. A major challenge is basically figuring out who actually launched the attack. Attackers can hide behind fake identities, hop through servers across many countries, which makes it very hard to respond. One of the biggest issues in cybersecurity is there's no universal rules for cyber warfare. We have treaties for nuclear weapons and chemical weapons, but cyberspace is still kind of a lawless zone. The United Nations has been trying to create norms, basically rules about what's acceptable in cyberspace, but countries can't always agree on definitions. For example, what counts as an armed attack when the weapon is digital? Without clear rules, countries have to rely on their own judgment about how to respond to cyber incidents, which creates a ton of uncertainty. So, what's next for cybersecurity? One major trend is AI driven cyber attacks. where artificial intelligence helps attackers find vulnerabilities faster than humans can react. We're also seeing a cyber arms race with countries rapidly expanding their digital capabilities. And as more systems become connected, from self-driving cars to smart homes, there are more targets for hackers. This means cybersecurity will only become more and more important in military strategy and global cooperation. To wrap things up, cybersecurity is now a central part of international relations. Nations use cyberspace to project power, gather intelligence, and defend themselves. But at the same time, the lack of global rules and rapid pace of technology make this one of the most unpredictable arenas of modern politics. The takeaway is simple. In today's world, digital security is national security, and the countries that adapt the fastest will be the ones that shape the future of international relations.